Hey guys, Yuki here. Outside tonight, making a video. Got my clamp light, which is blinding me, but I do it for you guys. So, what today's video is going to be about is about substitute teaching. And yes, I'm probably going to be swinging the whole time. So, substitute teaching, I've been doing it for a while now. I've been greatly enjoying it, been getting plenty of work, and I've been getting plenty of stories. So, let's talk about some of the funnier things that have been happening. Should I start with the bad stuff first? Let's go with some of the bad stuff. Okay, so I never knew 6th graders could be so great. I never knew 8th graders could be so wonderful. And I never knew that 7th graders could be the loudest, noisiest, most just worst to work with children in the world. I had a class, obviously no names or anything, but the 6th graders were great and the 8th graders were great, but the 7th graders, they were terrible. What is it about 7th graders, right? I mean, I remember back when I was in 7th grade, there was a lot of bad kids that were all just really crazy. 6th grade, everyone was too timid to do anything. 8th grade is like, oh, we're the super mature ones. So they weren't acting out as much. 7th grade was just that year where everyone was crazy. Were you guys like that? Are you guys 7th graders? I don't know. It's kind of like back in high school, 9th grades didn't really do much. But then 10th, 11th grades, they get a little more wild. And then 12th graders act like they're so cool that they're the big adults, about to go to college and whatnot. I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing about schools. Elementary school doesn't really count in my book. They're all just little kids. But I also haven't subbed for an elementary school and don't plan to. Other bad stories is just related to the job itself. Some of the days I'll get notifications about jobs being listed, and like today it said, what was it? Non-employee certified position. It was half day, just, I think it was for like Thursday or something. Point is, what does that even mean? Like, do I accept a job that's just like, what is this? Because I just feel like that's a bad idea. So, obviously I didn't choose that, and then it went away, so I don't know if someone picked it or if it got removed because it's not actually a thing. I don't know. So, other than that, I've been getting work every day that I've been wanting to get work. Sometimes only get a half day. But if you're a substitute teacher or you want to be a substitute teacher, depending on your school district, you might be able to work every day. Or at the very least, every day you want to work. So, moving on to classes. I've been enjoying teaching a lot of different types of classes. Like history, math. What else have I really taught? Because I've taught like 2 math classes. I'm teaching another math class. I've taught some history classes, humanities class, and it's been great. I'm already set up to do an art class. I'm really hoping to be able to do media arts, because I mean obviously I do this kind of stuff. So those are all some of the highlights of the job right there. But for some of the students themselves, no names, no identities at all. Just some funny things that have happened. There was a kid who, and I mean like, it's going to get a little racy here, but who cares. I had a kid, we were reading Tom Sawyer, and he swore up and down that Native Americans were black. I don't know why. When he said that, because he said he wanted to play as the black character, and people were just looking at him saying, this play doesn't have any of those. And he's like, no, Injun Joe. And we're just like, no, he's an Indian, a Native American. And then he was like, yeah, and they're black. It was kind of awkward when everybody in class looked at him and said, no, they aren't. But he wouldn't have it. But that's been like one of the funniest things that have happened so far, and I've loved that so much. Nothing else really too crazy has happened though. Other than this stupid pillow cushion thing falling down the entire video. But that's just something that just has been sticking out in my mind as like one of the funniest things that have happened. Now then, back when I was in college, I did an internship. I was teaching Japanese at the nearby school, and I've actually seen a lot of my students, and it's been really nice because I'll have them in some of my classes, and it gives me a chance to be like, hey, so how have things been going? How are, like, how's the Japanese class that I used to teach? And that's been really nice. So I guess for me, I've been working with kids, like, teens and stuff, for like going on somewhere around 10 years. I started out as a lifeguard back in, like, I don't even know when. I worked as a lifeguard slash head guard slash pool manager for 9 years. So, I mean, I'm kind of used to working with kids, which is funny because I don't want kids. I've never desired having kids, but I've worked with them for so long. Maybe that's part of the reason why. But it's kind of nice getting to see kids as they grow up. Like some of the kids that I started working with back in the early days of my lifeguarding. Well, not quite then, a little bit after then, because a lot of those people quit and they were around my age. They got out. But I didn't. But seeing a lot of them grow up and then take on management positions, it's kind of nice. It's kind of rewarding knowing that you helped them out with that. But, I don't know. I'm just really never planning on having kids. There are so many bugs flying around. And one of them just hit my windscreen. My dead cat. Oh, okay. So, I don't know. Working with kids and just being a substitute teacher, it's great. So if you ever want to be a sub, you should be one. It's fun. So, that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions about substitute teaching, I mean, I've only done it for like a week now. Two weeks now. But post any questions down below, and I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge. Best of my ability. Yeah. So, until next time, my name is Yuki. Bye.